Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, more Fringe. This is Season 1, Episode 3, Ghost Network. Thoughts on the last episode are on the back half of that one, so I'm not going to recap it so much as to just say thank you for the comments along the way so far on these first two episodes. The response to this show has been more than I anticipated. I expected kind of Mr. Robot numbers, and this is kind of exceeding that. And even though I never ask people to subscribe, you know, you're all here on your own, it is nice to see people interested in a little bit of an older show and to have definitely dedication to it, knowledge of it, and want to preserve my knowledge by not spoiling things. So thank you very much. Long-winded thank you open out of the way. Yes, I do. My face is a little less pale than normal. I've been working all this week, and a big chunk of that was outside doing security cameras in the sun on ladders, so I am a little toasty. No big deal. With a name like Ghost Network, this could be a few things. It could be a paranormal, ghosty, spirity type thing. It could be aren't known and unknown missing peoples also kind of considered ghosts. So yeah, I just cut out a bunch of shit. Suffice to say, I get the idea that this is going to be kind of mystery of the week for a little while into season 1, and I'm fine with that. So we get some time to establish the characters, get their patterns down, and then we can watch the arcs take off between seasons. And I know about to stay away from the credits on season 1. A few people have dropped that in there, so thank you. I will dodge it. And let's get on with this episode. This is season 1, episode 3, Ghost Network. I only mentioned it in the first episode, I think, but I'm a fan of their augmented reality text, where we are.
Do you believe that God can speak to you, Father?
Of course I do. The Lord speaks to all those who are willing to listen.
I see things.
Scared of what?
Of what's going to happen on the bus.
It's just like a precog thing for Minority Report. Like, he knows what's some death about to happen. What's fucked up is I was getting 12 Monkeys vibes from him, like the virologist with his shit in the case. But we kind of had something like that happen in the first episode on the plane. So he stole their other people's bags? Like... Very Dante's Inferno. Anguish, despair. What is inside again, please?
Oh my god.
Were they in suspended animation or like frozen in place, or like it looked like the whole bus was maybe underwater and they were like... I don't really like the intro song, but I bet it would be fun to play just listening to where all the notes are going. Especially on the xylophone, you'd be fucking bop, 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 bop.
And they're going forth from us utter destruction, but they are in peace.
I still have my dress blues. I don't know why. I'm like never gonna wear them again, and I sure as fuck don't fit into them. Don't blame Anator. Don't look at her that way. I don't care if he was your son.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, the man betrays his country, turning over state secrets to God knows who, and here we are pretending he's a hero.
I know.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah, with the mother eyeballing you from across the grave.
He used to be Charlie. And he told me he loved me.
Just live in the music for a minute. Pretend like the world isn't shit, full of shitty people doing shitty things to each other.
I have been in a mental facility for the past 17 years. It's put me quite out of balance.
Oh, following him.
If you tell anybody else that I'm here, you're the first one of the bunch I'm gonna come after.
Oh yeah, because he's had shady dealings with people and owes people money and shit and has enemies and whatnot.
There's something important. Oh. I've decided on the pancakes. Blueberry.
I want you to extend the perimeter outside the tunnel another 50 yards.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's full of cotton candy or spores or, like, what is going on.
If this was some sort of attack, why not just use something conventional like pipe bomb?
Impact. Whoever did this wanted attention.
That the material was released in gaseous form before solidification. I need to study it back in my lab. Can I have some?
We'll have to dig out their...
His lab, so now he remembers that he even had a lab. Second episode, he forgot he got one. Okay, that's the guy who confessed, who's having these visions. Or...
What is that?
It's a hobby. I'm on my break.
I don't know.
Starts as a silicon-based aerosol, and it solidifies somehow.
Sublimation, you can go from solid to gas, but is there an opposite of sublimation where you go from gas to solid?
Her name is Astrid, and this is the 100th time you have forgotten her name, so no. I don't think I can get
You know, I don't even remember hearing her name. Maybe once, but Astrid. I'll keep it. Astrid.
Who was he, Peter?
Sorry?
The man in the restaurant.
How does he know?
You in some kind of trouble?
Oh, it was nothing. He was harassing the waitress. I just told him to cut it out.
I didn't think Walter saw Peter talk with the cameraman. That's interesting. That's the bag, but...
What is it?
That's not found in the manifest,
I
right?
just saw that woman. That backpack wasn't there.
Attention to detail. Very nice.
Oh my God, she's DEA. She had a handler, Graham Davidson. I want to bring him in for questioning.
Yeah, that's the guy who was on the fucking bus, right?
She was scared. Said she heard members of the cartel discussing something about the pattern. I told her I never heard of it.
The pattern. Well, well, well. Coming up again.
I've been asked to officially ID her body. I suppose that won't be a problem.
No, we're not letting... Keep a close eye on that one.
I'd like to say goodbye.
Of course.
Yeah, right. You're gonna extract something, because they were looking for something in the bag. They're gonna, like, have a secret compartment or fucking cut into her, like, Fifth Element. There's something else. This music is misleading. Breaks her arm, starts sucking out the marrow.
I hear you play the piano.
He doesn't just play, he's good. You should hear him.
Massive dynamic. Well, doesn't seem like the profile of a mass murderer.
No.
Charlie, Astrid, Royals, Peter,
You're looking at
Walter,
depictions of
Anna.
attacks, accidents, disasters we've seen over the last year.
Oh man, so this is like not even precogs. This is like Final Destination. Wondering if there are Easter eggs in there for future episodes, or future episodes are going to reference things that were in there.
Several of those incidents have never been made public. And based on the evidence, every one of them was either drawn or constructed before the event depicted.
That's interesting, the idea that some of them haven't even been released, so there'd be no way that he can know.
14 different chemical compounds were used in the material responsible for the incident on the bus. 3 of them manufactured exclusively by your subsidiaries.
You've done your homework.
No, but whatever they do with him, I don't know.
Well, so far, all of the science and technology that I've come across has been very tightly controlled by Massive Dynamic. Every case I investigate has a tie back to this company.
It seems too obvious to say that she's a villain behind the scenes and is just playing cool with the FBI and she's doing her own shit, but she could be a complicated character. I wonder if I'm going to end up liking her or not.
Find whoever's behind these attacks. Then I suppose if you had access to the case files, you'd know that we'd already shared all the information we have with the government.
Okay, so that's a flex on the information and also sending her away. Like, is she actually giving her a breadcrumb, or are we sending her down a rabbit hole?
The only way that I can get it out,
Get rid of it, is to try to draw what I see.
Roy's feelings, or whatever they are, began roughly when we became aware of
What's Walter doing with the cups?
Meaning what?
So you're saying Roy can read people's minds?
I posit that Roy has no control over his abilities. Am I required to keep him alive?
That would probably be best.
Am I required to keep him alive? That's a big stipulation to open up with, you know?
You know, the things I've seen since I started working for you, if I'm gonna do this job, I need to know what it is I'm dealing with.
This feels very much like the first episode.
Till then, I suppose you'll need to trust me.
With the friction between them.
Thoughts of another human being, they will leave a distinct signature.
And you think we'll be able to identify whose thoughts they are?
We'll take a picture of it, and then we'll put it through this machine that doesn't exist, and we'll project his neural pathways, and then we'll link that to emotions and memories, and then we'll snapshot that, and we'll see the guy. And then this technology will be canned, and we'll never see it again. Venom?
His vitals
What?
are spiking.
Something's wrong! Shut it down now!
What did that?
Something in the blood. Magnetic compound of some kind, dormant perhaps.
Now I'm immediately thinking about X-Men 2, Magneto's plastic prison.
Bailey and I worked on this very problem.
Belly?
Yeah, as in William Bell. Because if no other government knew the spectrum existed, they couldn't listen in.
Yes, and they called it the Ghost Network.
Okay.
Roy McComb was one of your test subjects.
Oh yeah,
It's most likely where I left it 17 years ago. Hidden in a wall in our old house in Cambridge.
he did say when he had the garage with the car in it that he's got stuff everywhere so they can just pull it up when they need to.
What's the game plan here? We're just gonna knock on the door, ask them if we can tear out their walls?
Pretty much.
I saw her microphone. I saw her lavalier. It was down in the shirt, in the cleavage. I wasn't looking, but the lavalier made me look. I saw something different.
Taking any medications, prescribed or illicit? You can be truthful, I won't judge. In fact, if the answer is no, I may encourage some drug use.
No, none.
Knowing there's a rational explanation?
I wouldn't exactly call any of this
rational. No.
Well, I pretty much knew this was what I wanted to do by the time I was 9.
When I was 9 years old, I think I wanted to be a brontosaurus.
An apatosaurus. Brontosaurus isn't real. And then they dug something else up and called it brontosaurus. I can't with these people. Yeah, so at what point do the people that live here come home or show up?
You look really familiar to me.
I hear that a lot.
Crown of Thorns looking torture dome? What is this?
I think it's time for some intracranial penetration.
So we're screwing into the bone? Is that what we're doing? We're mounting that cage to his skull?
No sensations at all?
I don't think so.
Well, damn it, don't you feel anything?
I'm a little scared.
I don't understand. This should be working.
It was on her from the start, maybe, or...
She had it on her the whole time.
I've been asked to officially ID her body.
Fucking Diablo 2 rune on her hand. Oh. That's what they were looking for in the bag. Okay.
Whatever she had on her, Davidson cut it out. She was hiding it in her hand.
I believe with proper demodulation, you could receive satellite television for free.
The old joke about like having a plate in your head and picking up signals. That's kind of what this guy has with the metal injected into him, right?
Where am I meeting your man?
Excuse me?
I'm getting something.
I mean, I've been made aware of Men in Black people that are supposed to be around. I mean, the photo I found for my backdrop has, I think, them in it, but there's a lot of people in black suits in the background looking at people as they walk around. Like, yeah, it could be that guy.
Go ahead.
Someone bump up against him. Was it a trade-off? Oh, that guy that bumped into him fucking took him out. Final destination to his ass. But if you're gonna do that, why not take a chance at shooting them or getting away? Why let yourself get killed and they get the case? I guess not to be captured and questioned.
All that trouble for this.
So, any idea what it is?
Not yet. Matthew Ziegler. When we ran his fingerprints, he popped up on 2 other pattern-related cases. Of all the models in Roy's apartment, 3 of them are incidents that we hadn't been aware of.
Pattern cases.
It would seem so.
Anything you say, Commander Zavala.
My head hurts a little, but Dr. Bishop gave me something for the pain.
Yeah, I bet he did.
That's it, I promise.
So no more transmissions.
No.
If you hear anything else, do me a favor, give me a call.
What you need is some jazz.
Well, I'll take what I can get.
What kind of memory did we just unlock on Walter Boy over there? Well, someone to watch over me? I wouldn't say that's jazz. You're giving it to her. It's gotta be.
If I know you at all, this isn't the only reason you're here.
He said he was gonna give it over to the feds or something to analyze, and he gave it to her. So it's like, is this tit for tat, or is there some sort of alliance there? Some sort of soft alliance? John Scott! Agent Scott! Right? Damn. Another callback to the first episode. And that's the end of this one. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's get to the outro. The Ghost Network. After a horrific bus incident, Olivia, Peter, and Bishop uncover a man who has visions of pattern-related disturbances before they happen. Okay. Yeah, I like how this was another, kind of case of the week sort of scenario, and they worked it, and this one ended with dude, apparently being cured, or at least the transmissions have stopped because, the network has been infiltrated. So I wonder if we'll see that guy again. But the bigger things to me, it was stuff going on in the background, which was other pattern-related cases that even they didn't know about, or things they did but were kept from the public. So there's more out there than maybe even Broyles is aware of. And I forget the massive dynamic woman, her name, but her and him wheeling and dealing. Like I really do enjoy these like little breadcrumbs for bigger arcs and bigger things down the line. It's nice. I mean, I say it's nice because like a lot of the shows I watch, it's just like there's a season arc, or each episode is its own little adventure. But this seems to be kind of doing both, and really well, I'd say, so far, even though I'm only 3 episodes in, and there's like 20 plus per season, and it'll take me like 4 years to get through the show. That's an exaggeration, but a lot of material. I enjoy what I've seen so far, and I'm looking forward to more, but this is going to do it for me for now. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope this was worth your time, and I'm looking forward to the 4th episode, which I may even watch later today, but I'm going to shift gears for a little while. Thanks again for being here, and goodbye.